Indonesia will be hosting the U20 World Cup from May to June in 6 major cities. A total of 24 countries will be participating, including Israel. As the world's most populous Muslim majority nation, this has sparked controversies as many Indonesians are protesting against Israel's participation in the competition. Indonesia has been a strong supporter of Palestine ever since the nation's early independence days. More than just a political relation, the majority of Indonesians who identify as Muslims have also stood up for Palestinians' freedom and are very strongly against Israel. When the news of Israel's participation in the U20 World Cup came out to the public, many expressed their anger and protest by marching through the streets of Jakarta on March 20, 2023. Aside from the public protest, the Indonesian Ulema Council, or MUI, has also expressed its opposition over Israel's participation in the tournament. Bali's governor, Wayan Koster, also urged the government to ban Israel from participating in the competition, as Bali will be one of the U20 hosts. However, the government of President Joko Widodo has committed to carry on the duty to host all participating countries for the U20.
Bahwa sesuai dengan host kontrak, ini kan ada kontraknya, negara menjamin kedatangan siapapun yang bermain di sini. Apakah Olimpiade, apakah kejuaraan dunia bola basket. Nah, kalau kita tidak bisa mengambil posisi, menjamin atau mengamankan, ya mungkin Indonesia jangan lagi bidding event-event internasional.
Should Indonesia refuses to host the Israeli football team, there might be a real consequence for the country in the long run.
For Indonesia, it's going to be a great loss, and the reason is because we will not be trusted by an international event organizers such as like FIFA or the Olympics or the Badminton Federation, because we know that with this international sports organization, they will include Israel as one of the countries that are competing. This is irrespective of Indonesia is not recognizing Israel as a country. So again, that's why I said it's a great loss for Indonesia.
This leads us to another question. Did other Muslim countries reject Israel's participation in any other sports competition in the past? In 2022, Sachar Sajiv became the first ever Israeli athlete to compete in Super League Triathlon in Saudi Arabia. The country has also issued special visa to Israeli citizens in 2022, primarily for business people, despite the country's strong urge on Israel to solve the escalating Palestinian issue earlier this year. The second one is Qatar, which has opened the first ever commercial flight for Israelis to watch the 2022 World Cup. However, since Qatar is a strong supporter of Palestine, the country has also warned Israeli visitors to avoid wearing national attributes to protect their safety. Although United Arab Emirates supports the independence of Palestine and has become a residence for many Palestinians, the country has maintained a diplomatic relation with Israel since 2020. Long before that, the country has also issued a visa for an Israeli athlete to compete in the 2009 Dubai Tennis Championship. With that being said, will Indonesia follow the previous steps of those Muslim countries to allow Israel's participation in the U20?
Kalau aku setuju-setuju aja sih sebenarnya, karena emang ini kan merupakan bidang olahraga yang sebenarnya nggak ada sangkut pautnya dengan pemerintahan gitu juga ya, karena pastinya setiap negara memiliki kesempatan untuk mereka mendapatkan kemajuan akan dalam bidang apapun, salah satunya dalam olahraga ini gitu sih.
Kebetulan sih saya suka sepak bola juga ya. Kalau misalnya kedatangan seperti negara Israel yang penuh konflik, kalau menurut saya pribadi sih kurang setuju ya. Karena konfliknya belum selesai sih. Kalau udah selesai mungkin baru boleh kali ya untuk partisipasi. Secara mayoritas juga Indonesia negara muslim ya.
Menurut saya sih saya setuju-setuju aja karena kan dari bidang olahraga sama bidang kontroversial yang sudah dibuat oleh Israel kan maksudnya dua hal yang berbeda gitu. Ketika si Israel ini untuk bertanding di kancah internasional menurut saya sih sah-sah aja karena kan dari segi Undang-Undang Federasi Sepak Bola kan sudah memperbolehkan bahwasanya Israel ini kan boleh ikut di kancah U20 kan, menurut saya sih sah-sah aja sih.
Indonesian Football Association or PSSI announced the FIFA Under-20 World Cup draw scheduled for March 31st in Bali has been cancelled following a recent controversy over Israel participation in the tournament. If Indonesia fails to resolve the current polemic over Israel, PSSI might face risk being suspended by FIFA. However, without the critics and protests addressed to the government, Palestinian ambassador to Indonesia, Zuhair Al-Shun, said he understands Indonesia's role as the U20 host. He also believes that the support to Palestine will always be there, regardless of Israel's participation in the tournament.
وهي في نفس الوقت ترفض أي إجراءات ضد الشعب الفلسطيني تمس سيادته تمس حقوقه المشروعة والوطنية. هذه كانت رسالة فخامة الرئيس لنا هذا اليوم، ونحن بدورنا نقلنا له الظروف والتطورات التي يعيشها الشعب الفلسطيني الآن، ونقلنا تحيات وتقدير القيادة الفلسطينية لفخامة الرئيس وللشعب الإندونيسي على مواقفه الثابتة والداعمة والتي لمسناها والتي لن تتغير. هذه مبادئ ثابتة مبدئية موجودة في مجتمع وعقول المجتمع الإندونيسي قاطبة.
As of now, what we can do is to wait for the further announcement made by the official government regarding the fate of the Israel's team in this competition. However, regardless of these controversies, gaining the right to host this U20 World Cup is already a major milestone for Indonesia's football development. So, whichever the result would be, hopefully it will bring betterment to this country. So, what do you think, people? Adelia Dinda and Dipta Dewi Guna for See Today.